eat them because they taste so good. But what's in them is not so good. Human DNA in 2% of the samples.
その歯もですね、分析をさせていただいたんですが、これは、人間の歯であると。で、ただこれは、フライをした形跡は、揚げた形跡はないというのが分析結果でございました。
In Japan, they found genetic DNA evidence of children's teeth in the food, in the burgers, where they actually found human meat inside one of the processing plants at McDonald's.
As you saw in the presented video, the speakers were Japanese and Americans, which eliminates any possibility of fabrication. They wouldn't invent stories that harm themselves. Let's move past the introduction and dive directly into this catastrophe. This video is shocking by all standards. The disaster began with leaked confidential information claiming that McDonald's uses human meat in its meals, especially children's meat. This claim was confirmed by testimonies from many individuals, particularly in the United States, China, India, and Russia.
They confirmed finding strange parts in McDonald's burgers. Initially, they couldn't identify these parts, but later, it was said that they resembled nails, teeth, or even human remains. However, this idea was initially dismissed with the belief that it was impossible for such a global chain to use non-standard meat, as that would be a huge gamble with its reputation. The surprise that reignited this topic came from the American website Daily Buzz, which published an article accusing McDonald's of using human meat in its fast food. The article also referred to testimonies from workers inside secret slaughterhouses associated with the restaurants, confirming this claim. Believe me, this isn't strange, but it does require some logical thinking to verify. For instance, if we go back to 2015, it was revealed that the head chef at McDonald's Estonia disclosed details about the preparation of the Big Tasty sauce and everything else made in the kitchen there. However, he eventually admitted that the flavor was not the same as that of McDonald's restaurants. At the time, people thought he was just trying to promote himself, but now the reason seems clear. Despite using the same chef and the same tools, the taste was different because the type of meat used was different. When the chef resigned, he cooked with beef. But at McDonald's, the meat used was different because it was human meat. Additionally, some workers at McDonald's confirmed that worms were used in specific proportions with the meat. All these testimonies are documented on the Daily Buzz website. Let me tell you, anyone in the world who speaks about such details regarding McDonald's cannot do so without being absolutely sure. They know very well that damaging the reputation of such a global chain falsely would lead to legal action against everyone involved in the site. When this controversy arose, random meat samples were sent to forensic labs, and random inspections began across the McDonald's chain. And here came the shock. In a large number of restaurants around the world, it was found that some meat actually contained human DNA, along with contaminated fat. Moreover, they discovered human meat in more than 92% of McDonald's meat outlets. Imagine the amount of human sacrifices happening daily to meet this demand for meat. General Laurette Harrison, director of the FBI, said the disturbing part is that more than 95% of the human meat found was from children. In an interview with Shahem Abi Finkelstein on the radio in 2012, he made shocking and horrifyingly explicit statements. He said that children are kidnapped before Easter to offer them as human sacrifices to Satan. After that, their bodies are disposed of by transferring them to slaughterhouses and mills to produce burgers and sausages. However, of course, these slaughterhouses and mills were not specifically linked to any chain of restaurants. But now the understanding has become clear. The interview is available on YouTube. These are the facts, my friend. Now it's up to your conscience. Share the video everywhere so others can know the truth.